I actually just got finished watching an anime series that you reviewed a while ago that actually got me curious as to watching it. And that was the second raid.
Oh,
Yeah,
you watched FMP the second raid?
yeah. My friend had it, and I already saw the original Full Metal Panic. I was not crazy about it.
Yeah,
I mentioned that in my review of it, the original series, but
yeah.
I saw what you said about it, and it really got me curious and interested. So I took a look at it, and I got to say, it was definitely a much better improvement over the original.
I think it was too. And one of the big reasons is if they're going to go ahead and give us a ridiculous storyline like undercover naval agent, and regular high school girl, that's a fairly serious topic, and second raid kind of gave it the serious justice. Like the original Full Metal Panic, it's kind of hard for me to take seriously during the serious moments because there's just going to be like goofy laughs around the corner because they kind of overloaded it with comedy.
Oh yeah, they threw comedy, up that thing's wazoo.
Yeah, and they should have just left comedy for the Fumafu, but that Fumafu side series that they did.
Yeah, I saw some of that. That's funny stuff.
And did you notice that the critics gave the same rating that they gave the second raid to the first one?
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
I don't think they. I think they're just like, oh, Full Metal Panic. It must be zany and goofy and occasionally serious. Let's give it TV-14, and it clearly wasn't.
I don't think anyone really understood just how much of a difference second raid was to the original one, and after seeing it, it's like it's a big change. I mean, considering especially with the character development, because Sosuke was I don't know if I'm saying this right, Sosuke Saga or whatever the hell.
Yeah, that's how I pronounce it.
He was such a deadpan character in the first one.
Yeah, the show was just like kind of everything was happening around him. He wasn't really doing anything.
And it's funny after a while, but it's like that. The appeal of the character is that he has to change a little, but he never really did.
Yeah, I mean, the original season might have worked as a 13-episoder.
Yeah, I would have done this one as 26 and the original 13 because the only reason I would recommend watching the first one is just so you know what's happening in the second raid, because there's just too much better in the second raid, particularly with the villains.
Yeah, I would say watch the first 10 or 11 episodes of the first season and then just put it down and watch second raid.
Yeah, because I gotta say, I was laughing my ass off at Mr. Gates. I can't even. There's no way to even describe Mr. Gates. There really isn't. He's just too bizarre for words, and it's nice to see just someone genuinely crazy.
Yeah.
There was no reason, no motivation. He's just flipping nuts. I just got finished watching, and the only problem I had with it though is it fell into two holes that I was just upset about. One is the whole joke with Kaname hitting and being angry with Sosuke. It's like,
oh, that was overkill.
Yeah, I don't find that funny anymore. It's just there are only so many times you can have the angry girlfriend get mad at me. I'm like,
especially the end. She was like assaulting the shit out of him at the end.
Yeah, I mean that really bothered me because it's like she finally gets to the to where she's reaching the emotional breakdown of everything about him, and it's like she still can't break that I love you but I hate you joke.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just like that's not funny anymore. We had 26 episodes of it.
And then we had another 13 of it in Fumafu.
Yeah. It's just like, evolve, grow, do something. And also, I was disappointed that they left such a big, kind of a cliffhanger. They introduced this big new character and then nothing. They didn't...
Oh, the Tesseros's brother?
Yeah, I mean, he was such a... They made a big deal about him. And then,
yeah. Maybe they'll make another... maybe they'll make another one of these days and have him in there. That might be very interesting.
I think that's what they were banking on.
I hope maybe they will. What was second raid only like 3 years ago or something?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe that would be because I found him fairly interesting. No, I fear he might be like one of those just quiet bad guys. He's kind of reserved.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Gates was just too much. It was funny as hell, especially like him throwing the guy out of the helicopter, him shooting people like randomly. Funny.
Yeah, and just in the kittens thing, and he's watching, and the swimming scene, and just...
Yeah, the swimming scene.
It's... Yeah, there's just not enough words to explain what's wrong with him, and just really isn't.
There's really not. So I'm about to review... I'm working on Midori Days. Have you seen that?
No, I've heard a lot about it, but I've not actually seen it.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
Well, so far it's very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like the premise is hard to swallow, and I'm still trying to get past that. And as soon as I get past that, I can maybe try to figure out what's going on. All right, so I see on your channel you have you did Kino's Journey.
Yes, that I heard about that for a while, but never actually saw it. And then when I met my girlfriend, I was very blown away by it. Actually, I didn't think it'd be that impacting, but it was.
Yeah, I saw that that Husi did that, reviewed that as well. It was a nice little surprise, and I'm surprised that it's not more mainstream because I don't really think there's anything that's holding it back.
Not, yeah. And there are a couple of movies. There's a Kino Journey movie, and I think an OVA or so that they still have not dubbed and released. And regretfully, since ADV's out of the picture, I don't think they ever will. But interesting enough, that guy with the glasses.com, Nostalgia Critic, he actually admitted this was his favorite anime. It's Kino's Journey.
Oh wow!
Because I went to a convention where he was a speaker guest there, and I actually asked him if there's any, he hadn't seen that many, because he mostly does the movie reviews, but he said Kino's Journey was actually his favorite, because he says his brother turns him on to
it. Yeah. Yeah, and then that 5 centimeters per second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that, someone requested that. That was a very unusual movie. I didn't know what I was going to expect from that. But that was done by the same guy who did Voices of a Distant Star, which is extremely depressing, but really well good. I mean, I've never seen an anime that's only 30 minutes long that can move you to tears, but
yeah,
Voices of a Distant Star did that.
I think if I remember correctly in that review, you said that it would be a good movie for people that haven't seen Voices of a Distant Star, or should they watch Voices of a Distant Star first? Because I never watched that. I watched this one first, but I didn't, obviously, never seeing Voices of a Distant Star, I didn't know it was like a retread make. So I liked this quite a bit, but now that you mentioned Voices of a Distant Star, I really want to see that.
Well, the way I basically felt about it was that if you've seen Voices of a Distant Star, then 5 centimeters per second is going to seem very, very similar to you. If you've seen 5 centimeters per second first, then Voice of a Distant Star is going to seem very similar. He's one of those, the director who made it, I guess he retreads this material a lot, this whole depression and anti-lovely loneliness thing. It's very similar in terms of the whole issue on relationships, but I would have to say Voice of a Distant Star is the better one because it has a much more unique concept in how he portrays it, and it says so much in such a little amount of time. It's not dubbed; it's only subtitle, but that didn't deter me from it all. I only watched dub personally, but the subtitle didn't deter me from that. I mean, it was very impressive.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna have to watch that one. Unfortunately, we are about out of time here. But thanks for being the guest on the show, and hopefully I will see you back soon for another episode of this.
Sure, yeah. You contact me for any time. I'm interested in talking about anything at all. So I'm looking forward to doing this, and keep an eye out for more anime reviews. I will be still pumping them out.
And if you listeners have not gone and subscribed to BionicSlime's channel, I would highly recommend you do so. He's got, I would honestly say his anime reviews are more informal than mine. I would go and check out his channel. He's got great stuff on there. But
I recommend the same for Lenscape Productions. For those of you who've seen my work, check him out. He inspired me greatly, very much to do this stuff. And to be honest, I wouldn't even be here if it weren't for him. So check his stuff out. He got me turned on to quite a few new anime that I'm very happy that I've seen. So check him out as well.
As have you. All right. Well, we will both see you back some other time for another episode.
See ya.